Oh, okay.
Vocal exercises.
Hey guys, welcome back to Fated Friends podcast with myself and Jackie. Today we're going to be talking about self-discovery and growth, and I'm so excited that we are back.
Me too. Me too.
Jackie, this is so exciting.
I'm so nervous.
We're trying a completely new, I say completely new, but we're just retesting the waters with a couple of things, but we're going to try and adjust how we do things. Videos will be a little bit shorter as well, which you'll notice about this one.
Yes.
But yeah.
We're just going to get back into the swing of things.
Just get back into it.
I don't know where to start.
Same!
Okay, so the topic of self-discovery and growth is a big topic.
It is.
I feel it's best that we each kind of go... I feel like this year was not what I expected in the slightest. Like, I thought it was going to be a lot easier and more pleasant, and it's kind of been filled with a lot of challenges and troubles and different emotions that aren't happiness. So I feel
you on that.
Yeah, it's been kind of a challenge. I'm ready for the next year and hoping it's like not like this, but I don't even know where to begin. Do you want to start with your year? Like, I don't even know where to begin.
Yeah, I can do actually. Yeah, so 2019, I think for me, at the beginning of this year, I was very much like, I'm so done with having bad years or just feeling like I'm having really bad years. So I kind of wanted to be more focused on like positivity and try and keep things in my life going that I want to work on, that kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
So January was a fairly good year. Started off strong regarding a particular part of my life. So work, for example, some things changed there, which was really good. And that kind of domino affected a lot of things in my life. Some things I can't really discuss. Obviously can't talk about work on
a little
YouTube
more personal, but
and so it's kind of been like a little tiny thing, little tiny things that have happened, but they've all been kind of positive. So they've all kind of stacked up on top of each other, and it's been quite a positive year so far.
Knock on wood.
There are some negatives for myself personally regarding health, things like that, but it's kind of nice in a way because everything else is kind of like falling into place and sorting itself out.
It's a little more positive, like counteract.
Yeah. So like now I'm like, I actually feel like I really want to do something about my weight and my health and improve it next, because that's like the next big thing, because everything else kind of feels really good. So and that's like, so things like YouTube, for example, has taken a drastic change, which is ironic. Really, and it's trying to think what else. So work, of course, has just gotten a bit better as well again. And so I think my personal life is kind of next, and that for me is my weight. So that's one thing I'm going to be doing.
Yeah, same with me.
In the later part of this year, is kickstarting that with a bang. But yeah, I feel like it's really good, really good so far.
That's good though.
How about you, Jackie?
Oh yeah, great. We'll go into my year now. I was gonna say, just give me a second here. There's a lot that happened. Hold on, don't mind me just turning up my sound on you so I can hear you. So professional here. I think it's hard, like, looking back, because I feel like there were so many negative things overall, but I feel like everything that happened needed to happen to obviously put me where I am right now. And I feel like so much, it's hard because like so much of it is personal that I can't get into such detail with everything. That's kind of the hard thing, like just with my personal relationships and like stuff going on. But I feel like I'm looking at my notes, don't mind me. Okay, well, I feel like one big thing is for me realizing sort of that I have anxiety this year and kind of dealing with that head on. I feel like it's always been this thing I've kind of dealt with and had in the background. I was like, whatever, like I'm fine. Like I never thought there was something like wrong with me. And I feel like this year I had so many moments where I like would have sort of an anxiety attack or panic attack when I've never experienced that before. And like that was really overwhelming to go through that kind of multiple times. And I sort of at one point, like halfway like through, I think it was like June, kind of realized that I needed help from outside sources. Like I always had this mentality that like, I'm fine, I do everything on my own, don't need help. And I kind of realized this year, like, I do need help to actually get better if I like want to get better. But it's always been that thing of like, I was always so afraid to ask for help, or like, I'm now seeing a therapist. And I was always so in my head, like, oh, there's nothing wrong with me. Like, I don't need to see a therapist. Like, that's not for me. And kind of now accepting that, like, it is really helpful and it's nice to have someone to talk to, like, outside of your situation, and that it really has helped. And I feel like just the thing of, I don't know what it is about this year, but there have been so many circumstances that have brought up, like, past trauma and past pain, and, like, has shown me kind of all these negative ways I act in situations and towards people. And it's made me see that I don't want to be that way anymore. Like, whether it's like passive aggressive behavior, or just being angry, or having all this anxiety or like guilt, like, I don't want any of this anymore. And I feel like all these situations have given me the opportunity to kind of change that and like switch out of that thinking, so I don't have to continue those patterns. That was my long ramble to summarize everything.
But it makes a lot of sense, doesn't it? Because it's so easy to see so many negative things happen, or things bring up about your past and the way you dealt with things. It's so easy to kind of look at that and think, wow, that's, you know, oh, this is just a negative thing. Oh, I'm, you know, it's just a reminder. I'm just trying to bring me down. Yeah. Or it's kind of, or it's like the complete polar opposite, where you can just look at it and you think, okay, cool, I don't want to act like that anymore, like you said. Yeah, and it's, I think
it depends on the way you see it.
Yeah, and that to me is like, like instantly you can just tell that's growth within yourself, since the old person that you were to the person you are now is like, it's insane when you notice things like that, especially with that degree
really
of kind of thing. Yeah, like, that's so wow.
It's like weird to have those moments, like moments more recently in the past like month or two, where I can not be so easily like switched into being anxious or like being angry. And it's weird because like what's the word I'm looking for? Like, I've just been used to acting that way my whole life, and like no one's ever like told me it's wrong, or like I've come into situations now where people have shown me that behavior isn't always the healthiest when I've never encountered that before. So it's kind of like seeing myself reflected back in someone else, and I don't like that behavior that I see. So it's kind of made me like want to change it, just going through all these different things. But it's like weird to see moments where I'm aware of what I'm doing now and actively want to change it. Like, it's like light bulb moments where I'm like, okay, I'm doing this thing that I don't want to do anymore, and I can now switch to doing something better, which is weird to now be in that place.
It's weird as well, because when you look back at it and you know you've changed, you kind of go, wow, why did I act like that? I actually kind of, part of me doesn't understand it, but you kind of do, but you kind of don't at the same time.
Yeah.
But then you kind of think like, where you're like, oh, okay, but I'm kind of glad that I now have realised that,
you can see
I've grown from that, and I've learned. Yeah, that's so true.
Well, I always hear from like other people and everyone is that like, you shouldn't should on yourself. Like, the past is the past. You acted how you acted. Like, you can't go back and change it now. All you can do is take from the ways you acted, if you didn't like it, how you want to move forward and grow with it. Like, that's the most important thing.
That's so true.
Yeah, there's a lot.
So true.
This year was just like so much stuff that came up that like I didn't expect. I feel like, because I've been the person usually my whole life that like buries everything down and pushes down how I feel and doesn't express it.
Yeah.
And like all this stuff just this year, like traveling and stuff, and my different like relationships with people, have just brought everything to the surface. And like, now you have to deal with this now, and like either get rid of it or keep it.
That's so true. Oh my God, that's so true. It's weird, isn't it, as well? Because I do feel like there's something about this year where it's like a turning point.
That's how I feel. Yeah.
And a lot of life lessons, and it's so strange, but because my mindset's changed with it, I'm kind of quite grateful for that.
That's the
kind of made me realise who I am as a person. Yeah, like I actually now feel like I identify with who I am, why I do things, and that I'm so comfortable making changes now to certain things that I do, how I, like, same with you, how I react to things.
Yeah.
Like I went through a phase where I was so hot-headed with things, and little things just wind me up so quickly. I'll go from 0 to 100. It was insane.
I understand.
And I kind of wasn't a nice person. Yeah, like I just wasn't a nice person to be around if I got to that point, or someone said one slightly rude comment.
Set you
that
off.
was it. I was just, like it was so strange.
Yeah.
But now I've like noticed that, and now I don't know. It's strange. Like, I just feel like that's not me, and I know it's not me. So that's why it's so quickly changed to.
Yeah.
I can now control that better.
Yeah, because I had moments like that where I was even like reading books and stuff and like articles of stuff I talk about with my therapist and like different things. And I think even just reading those got more into my head of like, oh, this is like the symptoms and way you act with this. So like I feel like I was almost acting more those ways in the sense because I was reading about it and I'm like, this, I really it never felt like me if I got like really angry or really panicky. I'm like, this has never really been me, so it felt really weird to act that way. And I think that's what you were saying, like it made it easier to switch out of that and change because I'm like, this isn't who I actually am, like it's not me. So it felt really weird.
So true.
Yeah.
That is so true. Holy crap.
Just speaking the truth.
My God, we're all like halfway through already.
I know. We ramble a lot.
Well over halfway through, actually. Yeah, about halfway. So, what do you think like has changed regarding your view on like YouTube and stuff like that? I think that's a whole. It's like another topic, isn't it?
A whole other thing. That's the thing is like, as people probably noticed, because we each have our main channels, that I haven't been posting on my main channel like barely all this year. I haven't had like the mental capacity to even like think about that. It's like I missed YouTube and I wanted to keep posting, but I just felt like there was too much that I had to go through personally, and like there was just too many situations that couldn't be a focus. Because if I had come back while everything was happening, I probably wouldn't have liked the videos and they probably wouldn't have been good, or like it just was not a good time to come back. But now
that's so true.
I feel everything is much more cleared out. I feel I'm in a more clear headspace. I actually want to put the time and effort into like fully giving this a shot. And I know I've said that like every time coming back.
Same.
But yep, it's kind of what happens with us. But I feel it to be really I don't know what switched. I feel like we just, I mean, I'm not going to speak for you, but I feel like we've just let go of so much that now we can kind of be in this space to just do this because we want to do it, not because we're like trying to reach this thing or like whatever. We're going to more authentically be ourselves and put out content we want and just kind of let it happen, and we're going to just enjoy it.
That's so true.
I feel like that's the way I'm coming from it.
It's kind of like quite similar to what ironically what you've just put. Is to just put an image in my head of like like my life from all my head space, like where my head's at, was at the beginning of this year, end of last year.
Yeah,
was very much like a dark room that was just filled with loads of boxes and this and that, just
cobwebs and everything.
Yeah, like it's just all jumbled up, and I feel like I've just stepped into that room this year, and one by one I've opened the box, faced what's in it, and then majority of the stuff I've then just thrown out the door.
You don't need any more.
No, and I've got like so much more space and so much more. I feel like I've got more time, more patience. I don't feel stressed towards YouTube anymore.
Yeah,
before I was like, oh my God, I need to think of like the next thing I need to do. Oh, I don't know. Is it going to do well? Is it going to this and the other?
That's the thing, is coming at it from a stress point is so not useful.
Oh, no. And I think that's what pushed, like, I know for me, that's what pushed me away from making videos and having big gaps between videos.
Yeah.
Is that. But I think now that I've kind of had a chance to sit down and reevaluate everything for my channel and what other things I want to do, I think that it's just made me realise that actually, which I mean I might as well say it on here because
go ahead,
it'll get revealed on my channel anyway eventually. That basically I'm not going to be doing makeup anymore, and it's not because I dislike makeup, but for multiple factors. I'm spending a lot of money on makeup, but I'm not at a point where I can get money back from what I do on YouTube.
Right.
So I was constantly putting money into that and not into stuff in my personal life that I need to sort out. So last few months I've had a chance to do that and put money somewhere else, and it's been really worth it. But instead I'm aiming more towards variety content again, and some gaming stuff as well, with Twitch as well. I'm going to be having a channel on there.
So excited for that.
I know, I'm so excited. And I just feel like it's, like, I do play games a fair bit, I'm not going to lie. But I've never, people have suggested to me, like, God, you should do it, you should have Twitch, you should make that your content. And I know previously I have, a little while ago, I had like a Minecraft Harry Potter thing, which did really well. And it's actually still my channel, I think. And I just thought, why didn't I actually just do that again? So the makeup side of things, the channels will be privated, the banners are all changing. It's almost like I've hit refresh on the channel.
That's how I feel with mine, Because I've done the same thing and like gone through and
exciting.
like privated certain videos that I don't feel are gonna match. Because like with all your different content, like I'm not like switching completely my content, but doing more like kind of life advice or like talking about things I have gone through. I want to start posting more tarot videos and doing like energy readings and stuff like that. So it's like kind of switching up, but it's like it's what I'm passionate about and what I like right now. So I feel like that's gonna be the easiest thing to film, and I'm gonna actually enjoy filming it. So like, why not do that?
That's so
that's
true.
the point of YouTube.
That is literally, and it's weird, isn't it? Because it kind of sounds really obvious. But sometimes you don't realise that because you just and it's not like we don't deliberately go out and go, what's really big and trending at the moment, let's just do that, because we never really have.
No, I can't, like, honestly.
Let's do what we want to do.
Yeah.
But it's kind of when you realise now that you're like, there's things that I really like doing, why didn't I just do that on the channel? And yeah, I don't know, I think that's just what's happened for both of us, really. And it's just bloody exciting.
I feel like we're always oddly very in sync with things. I don't know how that happens, but like our lives, I feel like kind of mirror like events that happen.
Yeah.
Like we go through the same things.
That's so true. That is so true.
Hey, because we're fated friends.
We are fated friends.
Oh my god, I'm looking at my notes to see if I like missed anything. Oh, I actually started a point that I feel like one big thing that I've learned is I feel like just going through like being in a relationship this year and kind of everything that's happened, like there were times where it was like really difficult and there was fighting and arguing, and then there'd be times where it was really better, and we'd kind of be constantly in the cycle of fighting and then fine, which was not the best thing. And I feel like I've kind of come to the point where I've realized it's like that cheesy thing they say that like, you know, you have to love yourself first before someone else can love you.
Yes.
And
it's like RuPaul saying, isn't it?
Yeah, like I feel that's very true. Like you have to be in a good place yourself and be able to offer the best yourself, because then you're also going to get that back from someone. Like it's hard if you put out sort of a negative, like sad energy for someone to be really loving and fulfilling to come in, because that's just not what you're going to get. So I feel like it's that thing of learning. You have to be like strong enough yourself and love yourself and be okay with yourself to then be in like relationships with others and have good things come back to you. So I feel like that's a big thing.
That's so true.
Yeah. Self-love.
That is so true. Yes, and that's the thing, isn't it? Like loving yourself doesn't necessarily mean you have to be so like tough on yourself, but
no, because I'm really too tough on myself.
Yeah, same, and that's what I kind of thought was loving yourself in a sense, but then it just turned into a negative thing. But yeah, like literally, like you said, that is so true. You just actually have to learn to love yourself, including like any flaws or anything like that. And
it is you,
and like, it is literally what RuPaul says, isn't it? If you can't love yourself, how in the hell are you going to love somebody else?
Exactly.
Which is insanely true.
Yeah.
My God, it's already been 18 minutes.
I know.
I know. Shall we end this with the 3 things that we've learned each for...
Ooh, okay. You go first so I can think.
Oh, yeah, God, yeah. I've said that and I'm like, what about it?
Now what? Oh, God.
Definitely learnt that it's okay to make changes.
Yeah, true.
No matter how big or small. That's definitely a big one for me.
Yeah.
And that, I think it is kind of pinching off of what you've said. It's
That's okay.
to love yourself. For me, it's regarding love myself, like every aspect of me, to then want to lose weight for myself, because that's something I've never really... I've always wanted to do it for someone else, like a previous partner.
Has to come from you.
Other people, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
And I suppose the other one would be...
It's hard.
Yeah, I actually don't know about the last one. I suppose I'm a big believer in sending out positive vibes to the universe now. Like this year has just confirmed that works. Since I started doing it this year, and this year's it's paid back in kind. So I think just if you want something to happen, for me personally, I've just learnt to think, yes, it's going to happen. It's almost like willing it into existence. And that's it's almost like just basically means look at things more positively. And then, you know, the universe will pay back in kind. So that's my thing.
Wow. You wrap that up very nicely. Mine were going to be like really short sentences at this point, so...
That's absolutely fine.
Okay. Well, just looking at my notes, I feel like one thing is I was always, like I said, really stubborn and didn't want help, is that one thing I realized is that asking for help is okay from like the right people, and like getting assistance to talking to people, like there's nothing bad about it, and it's usually gonna help you and benefit you. So like asking for help is okay, and realizing that. Second one, I feel like, is not just being reactive to people. Just like in a sense, if someone says something and it upsets you or makes you angry, like obviously you can feel those emotions, but you shouldn't react just on being angry or just on being upset or something, because it's not going to have a positive reaction from the other person. So like taking time out, and like if something upsets you, like taking time for yourself so you can calm down, and like not just being so instinctively reactive, because then it's going to make situations a lot easier to deal with.
That's so true.
My third one, I want to steal one of yours because it was my point. I'd probably just say like the self-love sort of aspect, and for me, like just being able to know I can rely on myself and putting myself first and making sure I'm okay, because then I can give my best self to others, and like not relying on other people to make me happy.
That's so true.
I'd say those would be my three.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, guys, let us know what your top things that you've learned this year, for sure.
Discuss
in the comments
it in the comments
down below. Yes,
down
so
below.
interesting.
This is such an old YouTube thing.
I know, yeah, we're having a discussion.
We're old.
We are. But yeah, guys, I believe that is our video for today.
Yeah.
It's been such a good video. I've actually really enjoyed this.
So have I.
We've got a nice schedule, and
Yes.
I am so excited for it all, and so is Jackie, I know.
So excited. Like, that sounded so cheesy, but like...
It doesn't. It's
so
like, oh,
happy.
cheesy. But yeah, guys, I hope you have enjoyed this podcast. If you have, please give it a thumbs up. If you're brand new to the channel, welcome.
Ooh, hi.
Welcome to the Fated Friends podcast. Hello. Hi.
Welcome to our
doing?
ramblings.
Yes, welcome. We have slightly set it up properly now, so we have kind of topics now. But yeah, guys, that is it from us. We will see you again very soon. But until then, it's a goodbye.
Yeah.
Bye, guys. Are we doing that outing thing?
Oh,
outro?
yeah. This is our new outro, guys.
This is our new outro.
Don't question it, please. This looks so
Just
weird.
do it.